Hi everybody, this is Shri and welcome back to my channel Vedic Living. Today's video will be a series of videos for all the predictions for the year 2023. We have a brand new year coming up and I'll be doing videos on each of the ascendants and the predictions for each of those ascendants. Before we go forward, I do want to remind you that I practice sidereal astrology, which is Eastern astrology, Indian astrology, you may call it by many names, but it is not Western or tropical astrology. So what this means is if you do not know where your ascendant or your moon is in your chart, feel free to go to my website. I have a free chart calculator there. You click on the chart calculator, enter all your information, and when the chart shows up, there will be a certain sign that says AS, that's the ascendant or the lagna, and there'll be a certain sign that says MO, which will be your moon sign. So those are the two signs that I'll be talking about today when I talk about your particular sign and the predictions for the year 2023 for your sign. Now, I also want to remind you, when you're at my website, make sure you sign up for my free newsletter because I will be sending out very detailed predictions for the year 2023 through my free newsletter. And of course, every month I do monthly newsletters as well. So make sure you sign up for that. And if you like this video, like and subscribe to this channel so that I can reach more people with the same message. So let's go forward with the predictions for the year 2023. 2023 is going to be very eventful because there are so many large planetary transits happening in the sky in the year, and depending on where your ascendant or your moon sign is, you will have a certain experience throughout the year. And because the changing of signs of the planets is so rampant through the whole year, it's going to be an intense and eventful year. I don't think it's going to be all bad, though. There's some really good transits happening. So let's look at all of these. Now, here is the high-level view of all the transits happening in 2023. And these are like the main ones. There are lots of little transits happening too, but these are the main transits. So one of the main events that's going to happen is that the planet Saturn is finally going to change signs from Capricorn to Aquarius. Saturn did come back into Aquarius just a little bit of time last year, but it went back into Capricorn. So what happened is since early 2020 till now, Saturn has pretty much most of the time been in Capricorn, with the exception of that little bit of time when it was in Aquarius. But now, on January 17th, 2023, Saturn is going to finally move signs. So wherever it was for you earlier, it's going to be a completely different experience for the next 2.5 years. So I'm sure you're ready for that. The other main transit that's happening is Jupiter is going to move signs from Pisces to Aries on April 21st of 2023. This is a big one as well. What happens with Jupiter when it moves signs is that for a whole year, it's in a certain sign aspecting certain areas of your life. So your experience in those areas is going to change, especially if it's Jupiter and it's a benefic in your chart. It's going to be good experiences in those areas. That's another big transit that's happening. Now, along with all this, up until from January 17th of 2023 till March 15th of 2023, the 2-month period, there is going to be an intense transit of 3 planets, Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars, all aspecting the sign of Scorpio. Now, depending on where your ascendant is, sign Scorpio may be a certain house for you. That's the area you're going to see these 3 planets aspecting that particular area of your life. And we call it a point of manifestation because Saturn brings the ability to do work and discipline. Jupiter brings good luck in that area, and Mars brings in, it's like a trigger planet. It brings events and opportunities. So when all three planets are aspecting one sign, that's intense. So between January 17th of 2023 and March 15th of 2023, you're going to see, based on your ascendant, what that sign Scorpio is. And that's the area you're going to see most of those manifestation happening. Now, also another thing is that once Jupiter moves into Aries, the intense aspect of Jupiter will be on Aries, on Leo, on Libra, and on Sagittarius. So these are the main signs that will be aspected. But at the same time, because Saturn will be here in Aquarius, where my cursor is, that will also be aspecting Leo and Aries. So Aries and Leo become a very important area for the next year. And depending on your ascendant, that house or those houses will be where you'll see the most changes. Okay. Now, with that out of the way, those are the main big transits that are happening in the sky in 2023. Let's go to the sign by sign predictions. These are the predictions for the sign Leo. If your ascendant is in Leo or your moon sign is in Leo, and again, I'm talking about sidereal Vedic astrology, then these are the predictions for the year 2023 for you. As you can see, I have the chart of Leo ascendant right here in the month of January. So while I talk through this, I'm going to tell you where the planets are moving. But if you were a Leo ascendant, then last year has been incredibly eye-opening for you because Jupiter has been transiting the 8th house. Jupiter transiting the 8th house can bring these flashes of insight. You have been having these realizations of what is going on in your life and maybe even analyzing a lot of your past life and maybe even dreams, because the 8th house rules subconscious mind. And Jupiter in the 8th can also bring you money. It can make people around you wealthy sometimes because it's money that comes to you from other people. So if you're married, your spouse would have been doing well with money. If you're, you may have seen more money coming to you from your family, because that's, again, 8th house is great. It's gains from people around you. Okay. Now, this energy is going to continue on till April of 2023 because Jupiter will be transiting the 8th house. But I think it's going to really pick up intensity because Jupiter is no longer retrograde. It's picking up speed as it moves forward with full speed. So from January till April of 2023, you're going to see more realizations and revelations. And, you know, Jupiter from the 8th is also aspecting your 12th house. There could be foreign travels coming up. And it could also mean that you're thinking about moving to some extent because 8th house Jupiter is also aspecting Scorpio, which is your 4th house. Not to mention, between January 17th and March 15th of 2023, you have 3 planets, Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars, all aspecting your 4th house of home and real estate. So there could be thoughts about changing things in your home. You may be thinking about renovating, moving things. You may be even thinking about moving your home altogether. So that's definitely a possibility with the Leo ascendant. Now, since 2020, the year 2020, Saturn has been transiting your 6th house of health. So you have been seeing a lot of ups and downs with your health. You know, when Saturn's in the 6th house, you're constantly having to watch your health because Saturn brings in discipline or a need for discipline. So you're constantly watching your health. You're like, am I doing the right thing? Am I eating the right thing? Am I doing the right level of exercise? What should I be doing? Because 6th house is not only health and healing, it is also your daily routine. So the past 2.5 years, you may have noticed a steady improvement in your health, but it was slow improvement. Okay. But on January 17th of 2023, Saturn is going to move from the 6th house into your 7th house of relationship, partner, and spouse. So now this energy shifts to your relationships. It could be your business partnerships or it could be your married relationship. What's going to happen is you're going to see more learnings in that area. There will be more realizations in that area. There may be some arguments. Saturn usually tries to kind of, smooth the rough edges wherever it goes. So there could be some arguments, but in the long run, this is going to make your relationship more strong and stable because Saturn brings longevity to relationships. So there's going to be more discipline in your relationship with your business partner or your spouse. And in the long run, everything that's happening in the next 2.5 years with Saturn transiting your seventh house is going to make your relationship more strong. So that's good. Now, you will have, like I said, when Jupiter moves into Aries in your ninth house next year, April 21st of 2023, you'll have increased opportunities to travel, to learn new things. You may reconnect with your father. There'll be a healing with your father in that time frame. And Jupiter will also be aspecting your first house, which means that you will be improving the way you think about things and your outlook on life. It's a brand new beginning for Leo ascendants, just like it was for Aries ascendants. All the fire signs this year will have these new beginnings in their lives, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, because of Jupiter's aspect on those signs. So for Leo ascendant, from April 2023 till May 2024, there will be more opportunities for long distance travel to learn new things, to reconnect with the father, and to improve your outlook on life. This is going to be amazing. Okay. Those are the predictions for Leo ascendant for the year 2023. So thank you for listening to these predictions for the upcoming year for your sign or your moon sign. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and don't forget to go to my website and make sure you sign up for my free monthly newsletter, and also use the free chart calculator if you don't know where your sign is in terms of your ascendant or your moon. Thank you so much.